Heavy rain pouring down on the cold asphalt. A flickering neon sign buzzes and sparks. Welcome to 543, where the neon rain never stops.
Walking through the alley with the shadow on my back. Every single neon light is fading in the black. Drama in the water splashing up against my leather. Young and broken hearted living in this toxic weather. Nobody to rescue all the stray dogs in the street. Running from the memories on 32nd beat. Spitting out the venom till my microphone is bleeding. Looking at the hunger that the poverty is feeding. Rapid fire flow like a lightning in the cloud. Screaming in the darkness, but I cannot be too loud. Society is cold and the pavement is a blade. Cutting up the promises that everybody made. Look into my eyes, you can see the purple glow. Flickering and dying as the heavy waters flow.
Underneath the neon rain, drowning all the heavy pain, washing all the history and bleeding through the vein. Scars upon the concrete, numbers on the wall. 543 is waiting for the lonely souls to fall. No umbrella for the youth, nothing but the bitter truth. Living in the shadows where the demons are uncouth.
Fluorescent reflection on the puddles on the ground. Looking for an exit, but there's no one to be found. Isolation dripping like the water from the roof. They want me to be quiet, but my lyrics are the proof. Chopper flow is hitting like a storm upon the glass. Watching all the ghosts of my forgotten childhood past. Glitches in the system, static in the brain. I am just a product of the anger and the rain.
Turn the bass up till the windows start to shatter. In this dirty city, we have things that do not matter. Spitting every syllable with fire in my chest. Putting all the ghosts of fire slow through the rest. Never gonna slow down till the neon starts to die. Leaving only static and a dark polluted sky. Underneath the neon rain, drowning all the heavy pain, washing all the history and bleeding through the vein. Scars upon the concrete, numbers on the wall. 503 is waiting for the lonely souls to fall. No umbrella for the youth, nothing but the bitter truth. Living in the shadows where the demons are uncouth. The heavy trap drums fade out. The dark sky elongate, sound of rain intensify. There's rain and neon stain. Just rain and neon stain. The neon stain. Short circuits with the loud snares. Sudden silence in the rain. Fade out.
Justin.
Echoing sound of stray dogs howling in a dark alley. Faint sound of glass bottle rolling on concrete. Fast clicking hi-hats start to tick like a bomb. Low vicious scream, bell whisper, bell out the sound. Now we bite back.
Left on the pavement with nowhere to go. Surviving the winter, surviving the snow. The hunger is sharp like a truth in the dark. Leaving on every cold memory and mark. No pedigree papers, no color, no change. Just pure definition of anger and pain. Spitting the lyrics that terrify speed. Showing the world what a broken heart sees. Look at the fact that it's high tonight. Turning on every available light. Grab if I feel like a bullet to lead. Chasing the ghosts that are living instead. Society casts us away in the dirt. Forgetting the damage, forgetting the hurt. But predators go in the shadow of fear. And now the apocalypse moment is here.
We are the stray dogs running the street. No one can tame us or copy the beat. Locked out of heaven and living in hell. Barking our truth where the shadows all dwell. Scars on our skin, but the teeth are still sharp. Howling our pain in the dark.
Ripping the flesh of a beautiful lie. Watching the vanity wither and die. Isolation was a cage in the past, but freedom is something we hungry for last. Leading on beat with a stab of the jaw. Breaking the rules of your corporate law. Chopper flow hitting you straight in the throat. Sinking the ship and then burning the boat. You thought we were weak, that we showed you the pack. Now there is no way you're turning it back. The place is a hammer, the snare is a bite. We are the monsters that own the whole night. Spitting this venom until I collapse. Erasing the boundaries on territorial maps.
We are the stray dogs running the street. No one can tame us or copy the beat. Locked out of heaven and living in hell. Dark in our truth
where the shadows all dwell.
Scars on our skin, but teeth are still sharp. Howling our pain in the dark. The heavy trap drums cut out abruptly. Only the shot, ringing hi-hats and low sub-drum remain. There's just low female growl close to the mic. Don't reach your hand out. The silent drum cut to silence.
So the darkness in the alley. So the darkness in the alley. Darkness in the alley, sound of a broken car headlight. Buzzing and flickering, click, clack, step, step. One side is blind, just like my future. Boom! Driving through midnight with only one eye, searching for answers under the sky. The glass is shattered, the filament burns. Taking the dangerous blind and left turns. Trauma is heavy, you're fogging the air. Watching the ghosts of my past as they stare. Young and neglected, we navigate blind. Leaving the sanity way back behind. Spitting the lyrics that blistering page. Trying to wipe the regret from my face. You only see what I show in the beam, but half of my life is a terrifying scream. Rap if I feel like a spark in the wire, feeding the engine with sorrow and fire. One side is bright but the other is dark, searching the concrete to find a new mark. Broken headlight, cutting the night. Half of my soul is afraid of the light. Shattered and cracked, but we still gotta run. Chasing the shadow and killing the sun. Hey! 5, 4, 3, where the blind youth roam. Looking for a place we can finally call home. Hey! Flickering static inside of my head, repeating the words that you never had said. Isolation is a road with no sign, crossing the border and crossing the line. Meeting on beat with the crack in the lens, losing my family, losing my friends. Top of flow hitting you straight in the chest, giving my emotional damage no rest. You thought I was sold till you looked at the front, taking the damage and bearing the brunt. The bass is a heartbeat, the snare is a snap, dropping completely right off of the map. No high beams can show me the truth of your lies. I see the deception right through your disguise. Never gonna break till the battery dies, ignoring the warnings and ignoring the cries. Broken headlight, caught in the night. Half of my soul is afraid of the light. Shattered and cracked, but we still gotta run. Chasing the shadow and killing the sun. 5, 4, 3, where the blind youth roam. Looking for a place we can finally call home. Rockets in the alley, sound of a broken car headlight. Buzzing and flickering, quick like zap zap.
Leg too bright, you feel like slime.
On electric spark,
Satellite completely goes out.
total darkness, absolute silence. Total darkness in the alley. Hey! Total darkness in the alley.
Distant city rumble, heavy echoes of footsteps on concrete.
A sharp, aggressive sound is spilling on the asphalt.
Welcome to the jungle where only predators survive.
Boom.
Real heavy sliding 808 bass explode. Concrete or metal or blocking the view. Nobody cares what you're traveling through. Trauma is roots growing under the street, cracking the pavement beneath of my feet.
No trees and no rivers, just fences and wires. Fueling the city with youth and desires. Spitting the venom at tear off on speed. Taking the power and taking the lead. Look at the buildings that scratch at the sky. Watching the hope of a generation die. Rapid fire flow like a predator's pack. Once you enter the jungle, you cannot go back. We are the animals locked in the cage, writing our survival on every single page. Never gonna stop till the towers collapse, drawing the blood on emotional maps. This is the asphalt jungle tonight. Better stay awake if you're ready to fight. Scars on the concrete, blood on the
the stone. Every single wolf is hunting alone. No mercy for the weak in the 5-4-3. Only the heartless are gonna be free.
Ripping the fences and climbing the wall, watching the empire industry fall. Isolation is a labyrinth of brick, making the sanity heavy and sick.
Bleeding on beat with the concrete fist, navigating through the pollution and mist. Chopper flow hitting you straight in the jaw. This is the rule of the primitive law. You thought you could pave over everything real, but you cannot suppress what I actually feel. So turn up the sub to the foundation shade, taking back everything you wanted to take. The snare is a gunshot, the bass is a roar, breaking the locks on the jungle door. This is the asphalt jungle tonight. Better stay awoke if you're ready to fight. Scars on the concrete, blood on the stone. Every single wolf is hunting alone. No mercy for the weak in a 5-4-3. Only the heartless are gonna be free. This is the asphalt jungle tonight. Better stay awake if you're ready for fight. Stars on the concrete, blood on the stone. Every single wolf is hunting alone. No mercy for the weak in a 5-4-3. Only the heartless are gonna be free.
The heavy trap drums cut out instantly. A low ominous bass tone continues to hum.
Sound of a single footstep slipping heavily on crushed glass. Nothing but concrete.
Silence in the dark, empty shopping district. Suddenly a massive echoing slam of an art store shutter being kicked. Bang. Loud metallic reverberations, cold, breathless female voice. Stores closed permanently. Boom, re-up, violent industry. Locking the iron and shutting the gate, closing the business of anger and hate. Trauma is heavy like rolling steel sheet, rocking the noise of the desolate street. No more mission, no, cause the mercy loud, separating myself from the fake ass crowd. Spitting the lyrics like bullets of lead, sealing the windows inside of my head.
Look at the rust on the corridor, leaving the garbage all over the floor. Rapid fire flow with the heavy duty life taken away like a dangerous sloth. Fight for a dream with the business is dead, nothing but shadows and ruins instead. You want a piece of my mind on my soul, sorry the darkness is taking control.
Left in the shutter down, like in the town, taking the throne and I'm tearing it down. Iron and metal are sealing the pain, nothing but rust running into the vein. No implication, no entry today, everything beautiful rotting away.
Whipping the handles and breaking the chain, drowning the system in cold chill rain. Isolation was a choice that I made, hiding away in the dark I heard shade. Leaning on me with a hammer in hand, burying everything into the sand. Chopper floor hitting you fast like a drill, crushing the fake ones and lack of the skill. You thought you could almost things to build, but the fracture your illusion is killed. The base is the last, like the snare is a crack, pushing the limits and forcing you back. Never gonna open the business again, keeping the distance from treacherous men.
Slamming the shutter down, blacking the town, taking the throne and I'm tearing it down. Iron and metal are sealing the pain, nothing but rust running into the vein. No invitation, no entry today, everything beautiful rotting away.
Hello, metallic vibrations, echo in the hollow space. Hello, metallic vibrations. Click, click, click. Lockdown, lockdown, lockdown.
Slow. Revving the sound of a chemical fluid, dripping the metal, drip, drip. Heavy. Panic female breathing, foot pumping the brick, battle frantically, click, click, click.
She whispers with wide eyes, the line is cut, it's not stopping.
Boom. Leaking the fluid all over the floor. Pressure is dropping, I'm losing the core. Foot on the pedal, but nothing responds. Breaking the limits and breaking the bonds. Trauma is heavy, a chemical leak, making the system incredibly weak. Speed on the go and straight up to the red. Losing the logic inside of my head. Rapid fire flow like a fluid in pipe. Choosing the moment that finally is right. 5, 4, 3, asphalt is rushing right by. Staring ahead at the dangerous sky. No more control of the heavy machine. Entering a territory be unseen. Adrenaline pumping right into the vein. Losing the brakes but I'm loving the pain.
Brake fluid leaking, no warning lights blink. Standing right over the dangerous spring. No way to slow down, we're crossing the line. No more protection of human design. 5, 4, 3, speed of out in the night. Killing the brake, and we killing the light. Cha, 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 cha. Ripping the gears and I'm pushing the gas. Watching the shadows of sanity pass. Isolation is a cabin of steel. Losing the grip on the steering wheel. Bleeding on beat with a terrifying ace. Nobody winning this suicidal race. Chopper flow hitting you straight in the brain. Washing out every single drop of the stain. You thought you could stop me by cutting the line, but the velocity of this explosion is mind up. Base is a landslide, the snare is a whip. Losing my sanity, losing my grip. Never gonna stop till I hit the concrete. Making a crater in middle of street. Brake fluid leaking, the warning lights blink. Standing right over the dangerous spring. No way to slow down, we crossing the line. No more protection of human design. 5, 4, 3, speed is out in the night. Killing the brake and we killing the light. Cha, 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 cha.
Wait.
No grace, a piercing car alarm blares once. 10 sudden sharp cut to side. Air fluid leaking, the warning lights blink. Standing right over the dangerous brink. No way to slow down, we crossing the line. No more protection of human design. 5, 4, 3, speed of out in the night. Killing the brake and we killing the light. Cha, 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 cha.
Wait. Great.
The deafening, piercing sound of car and tires screeching violently on asphalt sky.
Sound of a roaring engine revving to its absolute limit.
Suffocating smoke rising from burning rubber.
Aggressive, breathless female shout. Hold on tight, we're going sideways. Boom, sliding on asphalt and burning the wheel. Ripping the metal and tearing the steel. Smell of the rubber is filling the air, leaving the black marks of total despair. Trauma is heavy, but I am too fast. Drifting away from the ghosts of the past. 5 for free corner, we taking it sharp. Playing the engine just like a dark heart. Rapid fire flow like a machine gun blast. Nobody coming to rescue the last. Chopper flow cutting through every degree. Losing control, but I'm finally free. Look at the smoke as it covers the block. Ticking away like a dangerous clock. Speeding and sliding, we shifting the gear. Erasing the boundaries of humanly fear. Hear the tires screech, we tear in the ground. Making a terrifying, beautiful sound. Burning the rubber and killing the brake. Taking back everything they wanted to take. No one can stop us in 543. This is the velocity of being free. Centrical force is pulling my skin. This is the moment the monsters begin. Isolation is the smoke in review. Watching the shadows that used to pursue. Bleeding on beat with the trip and I spin. Nobody cares if I lose or I win. Spitting the syllables faster than light. Igniting the asphalt in middle of night. You thought you could trick me and pin me down low, but look at the friction and look at the glow. The snare is a gunshot, the bass is an earthquake. Breaking the records that anybody could make. She forces hitting right into my chest. Putting the sanity straight to the test. Never get straight in the whip till I crash. Turning the memories into the ash. Hear the tires screech, we tear on the ground. Making a terrifying, beautiful sound. Burning the rubber and killing the brake. Taking back everything they wanted to take. No one can stop us in 543. This is the velocity of being free. The friends
spinning out of control fills the audio space. A long, high-pitched, agonizing tire screech echoes through the alleyway. Sparks flying, sound, engines sputtering. Low, our female whisper. Too late to turn back, sudden sharp cut to absolute silence. Low, dirty bell whisper. Too late to turn back, sudden sharp cut to absolute silence. Did you see that? They're everywhere in 5, 4, 3. Ria, unstable, sliding 808 drums explode. Flickering shadows on every single wall. Watching the phantoms of memory fall. Driving so fast but the ghosts are ahead. Repeating the words that my enemy said. Trauma is liquid, it pours in my brain. Chemical visions are making me vain. Is it the light or a trick of the mind? Leaving the logic and reason behind. Rapid fire flow like a spark in a wire. Walking on concrete that's burning with fire. 5, 4, 3, ghosts are appearing too nice. Standing right under the dying streetlight. Drop a flow, cutting through every illusion. Putting the sanity into confusion. I see the faces of people I lost. Counting the damage and paying the cost. Never gonna look in the mirror again. Haunted by shadows of treacherous men. 5, 4, 3, phantoms are chasing my car. Running from shadows, but they know where we are. Glitches and static inside of the view. Hallucinations of things that I knew. No one to talk to, no doctor to save. Driving this vehicle straight to the grave. Whispering voices are coming from vents, tearing down all of my mental defense. Isolation is a pen of itself, pulling the skeletons off of the shelf. Bleeding on beat with a terrified scream, living inside of a toxic ass dream. Spitting the syllables faster than rain, numb to the pressure and numb to the pain. You thought I was driving alone in the dark, but look at the passengers leaving the mark. The snare is a teardrop, a bass is a ghost, haunting the things that I value the most. The adrenaline spiked and my pupils dilate, trapped in a corridor governed by fate. Phantoms are telling me push on the gas, watching the physical reality pass. 5, 4, 3, phantoms are chasing my car. Running free from shadows, but they know where we are. Glitches and static inside of the view. Hallucinations of fate that I knew. No one to talk to, no doctor to save. Driving this vehicle strapped to the grave. Driving this vehicle straight to the grave.
An urgent electronic traffic alarm blaring in the dark. Beep, 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 beep. Sound of an engine screaming at maximum RPM. A bright red traffic light glows out, reflecting on the windshield. Furious, breathless female shout. Red light, I'm not stepping on the brake. Boom!
Crossing the intersection, ignoring the sound, breaking the law of your human design. Trauma is flashing a crimson alert, ready to crash and get covered in dirt. No more restrictions, no waiting in line. Taking the risk and the dangerous mind. Spitting the lyrics like fire and wind, paying the price for the youth that is in. Look at the digital camera flash, capturing moments before the big crash. Rapid fight glow like an infrared beam, living inside of a terrifying dream. 5, 4, 3, intersection is wild. Gone is the innocent heart of a child, speeding right into the danger zone. Every single law is a fragile old bone, never gonna slow down for yellow or red. Driving right over the words that you said. Red light, run, we under the gun. Look at the damage that we have begun. Crimson reflection is filling the eye. Rules of the city are born here to die. No intersection can hold us today. 5, 4, 3 speeders are blasting away. Blinded by anger anger the color of blood. Running through chaos and running through flood. Isolation is already on glow. Pushing the pedal, we ready to go. Bleeding on feet with a violent face, never looking from my cynical phase. Chopper flow hitting you fast like a spark. Even a permanent stain in the dark. You thought you could stop me with borders and lines, but I am ignoring your warning signs. The scare is a trigger, the base is a bomb. No war around here is peaceful or calm. To calm the needle, stop breaking the glass. Watching the rest of the universe pass. No looking back to the place where we started. Screaming a prayer for the broken hearted.
Red light run, we under the gun. Look at the damage that we have begun. Crimson reflection is filling the eye. Fools of the city are born here to die. No intersection can hold us today. 543 spears are blasting away.
The hyper trap drums and bass cut out instantly. Only the piercing red light buzzer remains. Beep, 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 beep.
Too late to stop.
A loud screech of tires trying to swerve. Sudden sharp cut to silence.
Screeching of tires reaches a deafening climax. A sudden violent explosion of sound crash. Boom, smash. Shattering glass raining down. Heavy metal framing, bending and twisting. The car hung gets stuck, blaring continuously. Hey, everything is breaking. Boom, massive distorted 808 drum. Impact is heavy, the chassis is bent. Look at the energy that we have spent. Shattered windshield is a map of my pain. Blood on the dashboard is running like rain. Trauma is physical, metal on bone. Lying in middle of street all alone. 543 in a section of death. Trying to catch my last remaining breath. Rapid fire flow, but the engine is dead. Spinning the lyrics inside of my head. Chopper flow hidden like fragments of steel. Losing the physical ability to feel. Airbag is smoking, the cabin is tight. Looking at moon in the middle of night. You wanted a show and you wanted a crash. Look at my U-turning into the ash.
Never gonna fix up the body again. Broken by choices of treacherous men.
Metal crash, we hit the wall. Watching the kingdom of velocity fall. Iron is twisted and glasses and skin. This is the end where the shadows win. 543 speeders have come to a stop. Bleeding out under the dark rooftop. Hey! Stuck in the wreckage, the gasoline leaks. Oh! Nobody moves and nobody speaks. Oh! Isolation is a flip review. Looking at things that I used to pursue. Oh! Bleeding on beat with the fractured rib. Lying away from my innocent crib. Spitting the syllables, gasping for air. Covered in smoke and a total despair. You thought I was invincible under the light, but metal is fragile in middle of night. The snare is a snap of a structural beam. The bass is a heavy industrial scream. Engine block crushing right into my chest. Putting the final momentum to rest. Sparking the wiring, a fire is near. Erasing the memory, erasing the fear. Metal crash, we hit the wall. Watching the kingdom of velocity fall. Iron is twisted and glasses and skin. This is the end where the shadows win. 543 speeders have come to a stop. Bleeding out under the dark rooftop.
The aggressive trap drop, slow down drastically and fade out.
Lowering in pitch and sputtering.
It's over, a loud electric pop, then total silence.
Fade out.
From the crash, find the dice out completely.
A low, dangerous hissing sound from a rupture radiation. Shout of an engine catching fire, crackle snap. Sparks igniting gasoline, heavy smoke choke, coughing female voice. Ha 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 ha. Smoke in my lungs and the fire is bright. Lighting the ruins of 543 night. Trauma is heat that is melting the steel. Trapped in a wreck that is starting a synthetic sun, spitting the lyrics while coughing on ash, paying the price for the ultimate crash. Look at the hood as it turns into black. There is no way of driving it back. Rapid fire flow, but my voice is so low. Watching the chemical tragedy grow. Trap Hiphop hitting like smokes in the dark. Living on concrete, a permanent mark. Flipping the pages of memory lane. Burning the pleasure and burning the pain. Never gonna quench the fire inside. This is the place where the innocents die. Burning engine, melting the frame. Washing the street in a crimson flame. Smoke is rising, covered in stars. Fueling the fire with all of our stars. 543 ruins are burning away. Nothing is making it into the day. Temperature rising, the dashboard is gone. Waiting in darkness for heading to John. Isolation is a cage full of smoke. Suffocating until I might choke. Bleeding on beat with a blistered hand. Everything sinking like heavy as sand. Spitting the syllables faster than fire. Climbing the scale of a destructive desire. Thought I will freeze in the cold of the street, but look at the intensity of this heat. The snare is a crackle, a burning rubber. The bass is a low and a terrifying shuddering. Ghost in the flames of a reckless youth. Staring directly at bitter as truth. No fire truck can save me tonight. I am the fire that's blinding the sight. Burning engine, melting the frame. Washing the street in a crimson flame. Smoke is rising, covering the stars. Filling the fire with all of our scars. 543 ruins are burning away. Nothing is making it into the day. The tap drums slow down to a sluggish dying heartbeat. Hey, cause it's burning in the ship. A sudden loud pop from a melting battery. Saint weak female whisper, let it burn. Fire crackles for a second. The sudden burn. Fire crackles for a second. The sudden burn. Fire crackles for a second. The sudden shortcut to silence. The crackling fire slowly dies down into faint, rising smoke. The cold, lonely wind sweeps across the empty street. The fire is gone, only the cold asphalt remains. Ooh.
Lying on concrete, the temperature drops. Everything moving around, catch stops. Trauma is frozen, the ice in the vein. Numb in the body and killing the pain. 540 street is so quiet tonight. Gone is the fire and gone is the light. Spit in the lyrics with shivering breath. Walking the border of life and of death. Look at the sky, it's polluted and grey. Washing the remnants of youth all away. Rapid fire flow, but it feels like a ghost. Leaving the things that I value the most. Sharper flow slowing down into the mud. Mixing low water right into the blood. No more adrenaline, no more desire. Nothing is left of the ultimate fire. Just a reflection of me on so far. Lying away from the wreck of the car.
Cold asphalt, cooling the bones. Lying alone on the pavement and stones. The engine is silent, the story is told. 540 streets are incredibly cold. No more velocity, no more the run. We are the shadows that swallow the sun.
Staring at stars through the smoke in the air. Finding an exit to total despair. Isolation is a bed made of stone. Finishing everything completely alone. Bleeding on beat with a fitting ass pulse. Nothing around me is fake or is false. Spit in the syllables, weak in the chest. Putting the ghost of the jungle to rest. You thought I would scream till the end of the night, but I'm just fading away from the sight.
The snare is a teardrop that hits on the ground. The bass is a low and a vibrating sound. Sirens are echoing far in the block, but they cannot reverse the time on the clock. The concrete is holding me tight like a friend. This is the beautiful absolute end. Cold asphalt, cooling the bone. Lying alone on the pavement and stone. The engine is silent, the story is told. Fight for these streets are incredibly cold. No more velocity, no more the run. We are the shadows that swallow the sun. The cold wind continues to blow across the empty pavement. Sound of distant police sirens waiting, and there we faintly cut to light. One final quiet frozen female whisper close to the mic. Good night. 5, 4, he's 3. The wind blows hard once, then sudden sharp cut to absolute silence.
Total silence.
Finding a cold wind blowing softly. Sound of a metallic lighter flicking open and striking. Shh. Shaky inhale followed by a long exhausted exhale. The faint sharp sizzle of cigarette cherry burning in the dark. It doesn't hurt anymore, just another scar. Boom. A heavy dragon sub 808 bass drop. Sitting on curb with a spark in my hand, watching the ash falling down on the sand. Trauma is burning a hole in my skin. This is the way that the mornings begin. 503 alleyway covered in gray, smoking the memories of yesterday. No more tears left in these cynical eyes, watching the smoke as it climbs to the sky. Spitting the lyrics with nicotine breath, burning again with the shadow of death. Rap if I feel, but it's cold and it's slow, keeping the intensity underglow. Chopper flow cutting through layers of pain, leaving a permanent mark in the brain. Look at the embers glowing so bright, a mini volcano in middle of night. Burning the youth till it turns into black. There is no way of recovering back. Cigarette burns, sit in this car, lying on concrete and looking so far, fading away like the smoke in the air. Numb to the damage and numb to despair. 543 ruins are quiet and still, nothing is left but the chemical chill. Cigarette burns, sealing the scar, lying on concrete and looking so far, fading away like the smoke in the air. Numb to the damage and numb to despair. 503 ruins are quiet and still, nothing is left but the chemical chill. Pressing the cherry right into the wrist, disappearing inside of the mist. Isolation is a pack full of smoke, definite promises everyone broke. Leading on beat with a yellow stained hand, nobody here is gonna understand. Spitting the syllables, choking on truth. This is the funeral of my own youth. You thought I would cry from the heat of the spark, but I am the monster that lives in the dark. The stare is a flick of the ash in the street. The bases are heavy and muffled at speed. Flickering neon is starting to fade. Look at the mess that the universe made. One final track till it hits on the filter. Everything around here is completely off kilter. Cigarette burns, sealing the scar, lying on boundary and looking so far, fading away like the smoke in the air. Numb to the damage and numb to despair. 503 ruins are quiet and still, nothing is left but the chemical chill. Cigarette burns, sealing the scar, lying on boundary and looking so far, fading away like the smoke in the air. Numb to the damage and numb to despair. 503 ruins are quiet and still, nothing is left but the chemical chill. The heavy trap trunk and dragon bass slowly fade out. Sound of a cigarette being crushed and extinguished on the cold asphalt. Sizzle drop, one last faint exhale to the deep. Fading female whisper, just ash. A distant police siren echoes one sudden sharp cut to absolute silence. A faint ribbon, a trunking bleep of a heart monitor. Then a long flat line glitch beat. It grew back thicker, you can't break it again. Boom! A cushion, rig 808 bass drop. Skin is so tough like a leather-bound book. Look at the damage and traces I took. Trauma is fiber that binds in the dark, covering up every visible mark. 503 alleyways make me a beast, feeding on pain like a king at a feast. Almost soft tissue for you to pierce through. Gone is the innocent girl that you knew. Spitting the lyrics with hardened ass lips, watching the empire of sanity slips. Rapid fire flow but the rhythm is stiff, tending right over the dangerous cliff. Trap a flow hitting like stone on a shield. This is about armor that never will heal. Look at the key, it is purple and deep. Guarded the secrets I permanently keep. You thought I was bleeding, but look at the Christ. Turning your daggers and knives in the dust. Scar tissue blocking the blade. Look at the cynical monster you made. Thicker than skin and it's tougher than steel. Nothing is left for the world to make feels. I thought they survived as I building the wall, waiting for everything else here to fall. Stitched up by darkness and glued by the hate. Rewriting the script of inseparable fate. Isolation is a physical shield, keeping the temper clean, neatly concealed. Bleeding on beat was a thing of the past.
past. Now I am solid and built here to last. Spitting the syllables heavy and raw, breaking the teeth of your primitive law.
You thought I was fragile, you thought I would break, but look at the power you wanted to take. The snare is a slap of a medical tape. The bass is a monster that wanted escape. Nerves are all dead, so I don't feel the touch. You didn't think I could handle this much. The battle is finished, the healing is done. I am the shadow there, outlive the sun. Scar tissue blocking the blade. Look at the cynical monster you made. Thicker than skin and it's tougher than steel. Nothing is left for the world to make feel. 540 survivors are building the wall, waiting for everything else here to fall. Nothing is left for the world to make feel. 550 survivors are building the wall, waiting for everything else here to fall.
Sailing the audio space. Sailing up, I'll take the needle, tapping lightly on the heart. Mount surface lows in the ghosts, and the ring your chuckle.
The cold wind finally calms down. In the pale blue silence, a single morning bird chirps faintly from a distant wire. Tweet, tweet. The very first ray of pale sunlight is the ruined asphalt of 540 Street. A deep, exhausted, but peaceful exhale. Look at the sky, we survived the night. Boom, a warm, deep and resonating 808 sob drop. 5:43 in the morning light, washing away the remains of the night. The asphalt is cold, but the sun is so new, cutting right through all the smog of the dew. Trauma is heavy, but turning to ash, leaving behind the regret and the crash. Look at the horizon, it's purple and gold. Beautiful story that's yet to be told. Spinning the lyrics with peaceful as prayer, stepping away from the shadow of death. Rapid fire flow, but it feels like a prayer, floating right into the fresh morning air. Chopper flow, clearing the smoke from my chest, putting the monsters and phantoms to rest. 5:43 a.m. in the town. The sirens are quiet, the shutters are down. The nightmare is over, the morning is here. Drowning the memory, drowning the fear. We are the shadows that made it to dawn. The dark night is finally gone. Walking away from the wreckage and stone, realizing I am no longer alone. Isolation is melting like ice in the heat. Stepping with purpose on historical street. Bleeding on beat was a price I had paid. Proud of the scars that the universe made. Spitting the syllables clear as a bell. Climbing right out of my personal hell. You thought the darkness would swallow me whole, but look at the sunrise inside of my soul. The snare is a heartbeat that's steady and strong. The bass is a melody flowing along. No more alarms and no more dread. Living the future instead of the dead. The concrete is woman beneath of my shoes. Nothing is left for but survive or lose. Ooh. 5:43 a.m. in the town. The sirens are quiet, the shutters are down. The nightmare is over, the morning is here. Drowning the memory, drowning the fear. We are the shadows that made it to dawn. The dark night is finally gone. The dark night is finally gone. The dark night is finally gone.
Clear and beautiful sound of footsteps walking away smoothly on the pavement. A soft, bright, thin, leading voice with a gentle smile. Good morning. 5:43. The ambient music swells warm within a peaceful, gentle fade out to absolute silence.